up, everyone? My name is Gary Beebe and welcome to my YouTube channel. This video is a first of hopefully many tutorials on how I write and design HTML5 JavaScript video games. All of my creations will be put here on gbb.com, where I'll also be starting a blog, so be sure to check that out. This is my current project. It's a match 3 game that features cartoony silly beans. And I posted an animation of this on Twitter. Let's see, Marco Lisa was interested in how I rendered them. I told him I used Inkscape, and he wanted me to describe the process. So I figured what better way to start a video game tutorial than on making the graphics. Before I get started, the music that you might hear in the background comes from Technoax. He makes royalty-free music. This song I actually plan on using in the game. Alright, so like I said, I use Inkscape. Got a border here which I don't prefer to have. Quickly get rid of that real quick. And then let's see, found some faces online, and this one here with the big toothy grin is probably the one I'm gonna go with. Keep referring to that one. I start off with these beans by making 2 ovals. The color and the border doesn't really matter, not at this point at least. And I rotate them. To rotate in Inkscape, you click twice on it, not like double click, but click once, click twice. And that gives you these little rotation arrows that you can grab and spin. I'm going to spin these this way. Okay, so next I make the actual border of the bean. So I'm going to collect this tool here, makes curves and straight lines, and I'm going to trace this out, and then I'm going to come in, trace this one out, and then kind of go out and around. You don't have to click real close to each other. You can pretty much just leave a nice gap in between each clicks. If you get them close, you're gonna find that it comes out a little bit like wobbly, and we don't want that. You can fix it later, but not having to just makes it a heck of a lot easier. Let's see here, right about here's when I'm gonna come out. There. Move your cursor right over the first square that you made. It'll turn red. When you click that, it'll connect them all together. And then gonna just delete these ovals. I don't need them anymore. Now let's see. All of these these edges are sharp right now. They're going to be rounded. So I'm going to select them all and click this right here. It says make selected nodes auto smooth. Bam. And let's see, we want a bigger border than that. We're going to stroke paint solid black, and we'll make it like 10 over here in the width. Makes it a little bit bolder. You know what? No. Let's go 20. Okay. 15. Okay. And let's see. Before I do the face, I'm going to make a little curve right in here. And I'm going to use the same tool. I'll click about 3 times here. Bam. And then when you finish it off, you got to double click. However, when you do that, it makes another node. So I'm going to select that node here, move it around. That's the only one. Delete that. All right. And I'm only going to take this one node here, highlight it. I'm going to make it rounded as well, and change the width of that to 15. Almost perfect. Let's zoom out here. Now it looks kind of like a thumb. Let's see. Let's get to there. Let's Let's move that in a little bit and pull this. I didn't want to do that. Yeah, that's good. You can also, in Inkscape, round this off a little bit. You just select it here in your strokes, so here at the caps, you can just make it rounded. It doesn't make that much of a difference in my game because I'm shrinking these images down to like 32 by 32 pixels. And they kind of look almost like 8-bit. I suck at 8-bit, so I'm doing it in Inkscape. But you can, let's see, does any one of my sprites actually have that? You can't really tell. Wow. I'm going to go with it anyways. Alright, and then let's do the shading. Zoom out. Before I do shading, I guess I need to apply color. Select that bean. And the fill color will be, let's go with, I don't want purple. Let's go with the greenish. Yeah, that's fine. That'll work. And again, I'm going to use this tool. This tool is like the only drawing tool that I really use. I'm going to start down here on this little crease. And I'm going to go here. Come down this way. I hope you can see these little lines that I'm making. That's going to be a little bit too much, but we'll fix that later. And then we'll just come back down this way a little bit. And then double click. I'm going to leave that extra node down there. I don't think it'll get in my way. Alright, let's select all the nodes that make up the arc. Yeah, really? Click. Click. There we go. And we'll make those round. No, we won't. We'll select all of them but the 3 edges. There. And then, there you go. See that? And then we're going to make the no stroke, no outline. And then the fill is going to be a solid black, not solid black, pure black, at about 128. That's right in the middle. See what I did there? Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. We can add a couple nodes here by double clicking on the line. Let's take this node, move it up here, I'm going to join those two. I'm going to hold click, or I'm going to hold control, I'm going to click that one to highlight them. No, I'm going to hold shift. There we go, I got the two. And over here, join selected nodes. Yeah, really? Join me. No. Okay, that ain't gonna work. That's fine. Let's see, I'll take this, put it there. I'll take this and put it there. It's supposed to join two nodes. They must have to be on the exact same line. And I don't see another option. That's fine. I'll live. So will you. Let's see, let's zoom out here. That's not too bad. So we'll lower this one a little bit. And put this one right in that little pit right there that I made with that crease. That's fine. And I'll do one more shadow along the bottom. And let's see, we go down here, we'll come up more thicker on this side. And again, I'm not clicking, click, 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 click. I'm just every so often. Just like that. And we'll select all of the nodes except for the two tips. And we'll make everything rounded. And as long as you kind of clicked along that border that you made, as you do it, when you make them smooth, it'll automatically kind of get right where it needs to be. And again, we're not going to have an outline, and we'll fill it. Inkscape will use the last fill that you chose, so that you don't have to go back and do that. Let's add another node and make that rounded and kind of come in here a little bit. That one didn't get rounded. Why? That's fine. Yeah, good enough. For the eyes, let's see. Let's go back to here. This doesn't really have circular eyes that are kind of like a oval shape, and they're interrupted by the cheeks. So that'll be great. Let's see. We'll start off with the ovals, and we'll give them a border. 15, that's fine. Fill color doesn't really matter. We're going to be deleting these after we trace them out again, just like I did the ovals for the body of the bean. But these eyes are at kind of an inward angle, if you notice that. One's bigger than the other. We'll try and duplicate that too. Let's see, let's make this one big. And again, to rotate it, you just click again, and I'm grabbing that arm and just kind of spinning it in. I'm going to duplicate this, pull it over here, and then I'm going to flip it. The flip is up here. This little thing here will flip it horizontally. Then there's a vertical flip and stuff too. I'm going to click it off the rotation mode and get it on the scale mode, and if you hold down Control, when you do your scale, it'll keep it nice and even. This one's a little smaller than the last. Those eyes are kind of big. Let's get it smaller. This one's smaller than the last. Aren't really touching. Is that going to leave me enough room for the mouth? We'll see. I wish I had that backwards. Alright, so let's, we're going to leave these eyes existing. We're just going to cover them up. Maybe not that one, but this one we can. Let's make this white. 100% white. We'll do the same thing here. Make it solid white. 100%. And we'll just put in some pupils while we're here. If you hold down Control when you're making it, it kind of snaps. How big are the pupils in that one? They're kind of ovals, so I don't really want to snap them. And looking upward-ish. Another cool thing, if you click one, hold Shift, and click another, you can select both of them. You can group them over here, and then when you move one, you'll move them both. So you can kind of get like a little, change the direction of the eyes, keeping them even. I'm going to ungroup those. I'm going to fill them in with black. It's kind of right. One pupil is way smaller than the other there. Doesn't matter. Alright, so we're going to put in cheeks up here. I have to do two different layers to pull that off, I believe. So we'll start with my favorite curve tool. Zoom in here. And we'll kind of go like this. Double click, and I'm going to select that center node there, make it auto smooth. Let's see, this is not so sharp. Let's go a little bit duller of a bend. It doesn't stick out that far. See, there's that last node that when you double click, go in a little bit, and we'll do the same thing to the next one, the other eye. Double click. I know I'm going to have that node there. Delete it. Take that one, make it smooth. Try and make it about the same arc as the other. The arcs don't kind of line up there, so cool, I don't have to care about that. Let's go ahead and make this 15 pixels thick as well. We'll round it off. This one, 15 pixels as well. Round it off. And then what we can do is take the arc, or what do we even call this? Bezier curves and straight lines. We're going to kind of just click our way around that. Once we get out to the other side of the eye, and just go like this, connect it. You don't have to double click to do that. And we'll make it solid without a border. Get back here to the solid. I'm going to make it the same color as the bean. There's an eyedropper. Just click it, click on a color, bam. And we can lower this layer basically behind that arc that we made. So over here somewhere is a lower tool. No, it's up here. It's back down one at a time or all the way to the back. You don't want to send it all the way to the back, you'll lose it. So right there. Next one's gonna be a little tricky because this eye hangs out over the bean. So we'll figure out what we're gonna do there as we go. Let's do, you know what? I'm gonna come back. I'm just gonna go under the eye. Then I'm gonna come out here, merge them, fill it in again, make it green. Get rid of the outline, and let's see what we can do by making some of these curves. I don't want that one. I want this one. I want this one only. Get real close up in here real quick. I want to add another one. I'll make that one curved as well. Yeah, something like that. That'll work. We'll select the whole thing and we'll send it down one behind there. No, let's pull this back just a little bit. Go over that. Sorry if I'm mumbling. I do that a lot. Okay, needs to be thicker. That was that one? Yeah. Bada bing. That probably won't look so bad. Yeah, not really. Not at all. Let's see what his eyebrows look like. Just big, thick things hanging out up there. Not much to them. Not that big either. Okay, we're going to select that middle node, make it rounded, and it's pretty thick. We'll go with 20 pixels wide. We'll round that off too. Again, you won't be able to tell the roundedness of it, of the edges there, the caps, when I resize them down to a 32 by 32. There's that double click node again. But I'll round them off just in case I want to use this image in a bigger version. I didn't double click. You go away. I just hit delete. That's all you do. Take those two nodes and make them round, and make this solid. No, yep. Make that 20 as well. That's not right at all. We'll just move them kind of like upwards. Let's see. Let's get rid of these two. Look at that. That's going to work this time. Yay. That goes there. That goes there. Auto smooth that. It'll just make it a nice smooth curve. Start lower with this one. That's my daughter. And round those off too. This one doesn't quite look like it's in the right position, but it is. Maybe it'll look better once we get the mouth in. So for the mouth, I'm going to start by drawing this big upper lip, and then I'll add the teeth to it. Highlighter. You highlight over here. And then I'll draw these two little like lion stripes in the teeth. And that would be it. Let's see what we can do. Big upper lip first. Already it's got character once you do that. Take those, make them rounded, and again the whole thing is going to be 20 pixels wide. Round it too, what the heck. Just kind of got more of a flat. So we'll stretch these out a little bit. Flat part of the upper lip right there. And then it kind of curves up. You can kind of see that. And those kind of go all the way up to the cheeks. We'll move the whole thing. Ooh. Nope, we'll move the whole thing. There we go. And let's pull this one out. Alright, delete that. Pull this one out over here. And move this one too. Yeah, something like that. So, mouth kind of goes in and then out and then around. That might be a little hard to pull off. I've never done something like that. Let's say we'll start about here. We'll go in, and then we'll come out about here. Good. And yeah, we'll just make it one solid shape. Let's see what nodes I need to select. I want this one to be rounded. Let's do, let's change that to red so we can see what's going on, make it a little bit bigger. Might as well go all the way. This one, this one, this one, that one as well need to be rounded. Huh. Yeah, not bad. Let's see. Gonna need to line this up with the upper lip a little bit more. So double click to put another node on that line. Kind of put it right in there. Do another one here. Yeah, that's not bad. Raise that up. That's pretty good. Let's see, that's rounded there. Let's make it rounded. Hope it doesn't go too extreme. Yeah, not bad. Goes down and then up, goes down and then up-ish. And so let's make it black. Oh, let's make it black. Teeth are white. So let's scroll these all the way over here. Heck yeah. Alright, let's put those little, I call them tiger stripes. Just kind of little, they come to a point. That detail is probably going to be lost in translation. But let's see, kind of go down like that. Bada bing, bada boom. And then for that, we don't have to really worry about the border. We're gonna fill it black. So I'll get all these back. And I'm gonna round those two nodes off. Gotta click on it, select them, round it off. And then you can kind of direct the teeth the direction that it looks like the teeth are in afterwards. That works. And the next one, start up here, kind of making that big, but we'll fix it. We'll fill it in, make those rounded, and let's adjust your smile. Probably getting like really close to the camera there. Make that one a little bit thinner. And at the same time, though, kind of envision a line that's going like, or a circle arch that's going like through there. Yeah, not bad. A little crease that I made really got lost under that mouth. I'm going to select all of the pieces that make this mouth. I'm going to group them together, and then let's select this group. And what did I say? Was it Shift? No, was it Control? Control. Let's just move his entire face up a little bit. How about that? Okay, use that. Take that. Holding Shift now just to get all these pieces selected that I can. Just move those up. Put those back into place. That'll be good enough, trust me. As I was looking up, that doesn't kind of, it's not really what I want. Move these down, like. Move this mouth up, make it bigger now. Holding Control. Mouth is real close to the eyes. It's kind of the same expression. It's really, let's go wild on bushy eyebrows. Tell that's an eyebrow. It's gonna be up here. Let's make it bigger. Do that. And we'll click this just to make sure we're on the right path. I don't know if it should be above his head or in his head. Yeah, that's fine. Let's Let's change the color. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take these, his under eyes. I have to get in closer. Okay, what happens? Let's move those up first. Alright, we're going to take his under eyes and his body. I'm going to group those together, and then that will allow us to define a color. Ooh, that's not good. So let's undo all that. Huh? I'll do them one at a time. Let's pick a good color for the bean. That expression green just doesn't quite cut it. We're not going to go brown. Who's ever heard of a brown bean, right? Remember when I said I didn't want purple? Yeah, I lied. Okay, I'll take that. That. Click on the eyedropper tool. Get that purple. And there you go. Let's see the. Yeah, that'll work. Actually, I do want to make this come out just a little bit. Take this node, move that back. Kind of looks like a purple sausage. Ship it. Alright, then to use it in my games, I need it to be a PNG file. The PNG will have a transparent background. And in this, there's a box with an out arrow. There we go. That. Let's say export as bitmap. We'll call it a sausage. It'll be a PNG, and I think that will go right on my desktop. That's where I'll put it for you. Okay, save, and then you got to click this export button. Bada bing. Oh, make sure you have your drawing selected. If you've got like an eyeball selected and this says selection over here in blue, you'll only save the eyeball. So make sure you have a drawing selected. Drawing, and then the height is 1301 pixels high. My sprites are 32 by 32 pixels, so if you change that and hit enter, it'll automatically adjust the width. So this is going to be 32 by 15, which then I will later move into a 32 by 32 PNG. Just cannot do it here on this computer. And click export. I already have sausage PNG. Yes, I do. Let's replace it. And get rid of all this. And then here on my desktop is my little sprite. And that's how you do it.